You see this animation every week with Mission Service. It's natural to think Barry Law is just a sponsor, but that is far from the case. More than 30% of the Barry Law team is comprised of veterans and active military members, following in line with its founder, as Zach Williamson explains.
John Stevens Barry, who goes by Steve, founded Barry Law in 1965. His son, who shares the same name, now the man in charge.
Is he here today? Okay, well, he'll have to say hello to his mom before we leave.
They also share the experience of serving our country overseas, something that has run in the family dating all the way back to the Civil War.
We hear the bugle, we hear the drum, and yes, we go to the service of our country.
All three of Steve's sons served in Iraq, Afghanistan, or both. Steve served his military obligation through the Army National Guard. After graduating from law school at Northwestern, he offered to go active duty through the Judge Advocate General Corps in Vietnam.
So my initial job was Chief Defense Counsel for 2 Field Force Vietnam.
Serving a general court-martial jurisdiction of 88,000 soldiers, the largest in Vietnam.
My boss, Colonel Bob Jones, may he rest in peace, said that other units could borrow me. So then I started going outside of my jurisdiction.
One of his most widely known cases, the Green Beret Affair.
The 6 Green Beret officers who are scheduled to stand trial are still being held in quarters here at Long Binh.
I've had a lot of interesting cases, but it would be pretty hard to top that one.
Captain Stephen Barry, the court-appointed military lawyer, says the charge of murder, not capital, means only one thing.
Steve represented Leland Barry in the 1969 case.
The court cannot give him 20 years. The court cannot merely reprimand him or dismiss him. The court must give him life imprisonment if he is found guilty, which of course he won't be because he isn't.
The charges were dropped. He later wrote about the case in his book, Those Gallant Men. After his service, he continued to fight for his fellow veterans.
I was representing veterans back before there was a United States Court of Appeals for veterans claims.
And so he helped homeless veterans. He helped veterans in legal trouble. And he found that it was crazy that these veterans who were entitled to these benefits weren't getting the benefits. Why are we not taking care of our veterans?
When they finally did say, yeah, you can practice veterans law, I already had 1,000 veterans.
We were doing most of our work pro bono at that time because we couldn't get paid. But my dad felt a calling to help veterans to get all of the compensation that they earn.
Today, Barry Law has veteran clients in all 50 states, and even one in Egypt. Steve has now shifted his focus, though, to writing. Recently, coming out with his 4th book, Foot Soldier, featuring a collection of poems.
After war, you are never quite where you belong.
Where he hopes to serve veterans again.
I wanted to write something that many of my fellow PTSD veterans and other people might enjoy, might learn from. Your brown eyes break war's gaze and lead me to your art, coloring the moments that give shape and shade to life. I no longer have bad dreams about Vietnam. I've come to grips with PTSD and have handled it, but I have dreams that I'm trying a case. Yeah, wake up with a smile on my face. A few more birthdays, and I'll draw a pair of 8s. Black aces in the hole, Queen of Hearts in hand. Surrounded by people I love, I will blow out the candle, a chance to wish if there were anything left to wish.
Great job, Zach. And what a compelling story. While practicing law, Steve tried cases in 24 states and 2 countries on the defense for his clients and the Constitution. We've added a link to his new novel with this story at 3newsnow.com. If there's a person or topic you think we should cover for Mission Service, tell us. Email mission.service@3newsnow.com.